The image of England, with its rolling hills, towering castles, and bustling metropolises, doesn't exactly conjure up the vision of a land once heavily influenced by Germanic tribes. But beneath the layers of its contemporary culture lies the story of an early medieval period brimming with tales of invasions, battles, and the rise and fall of kings. The question of ancient kings leads us to the rich narrative of Cerdic of Wessex, the first Saxon king of England. Considered by historians as a pivotal figure in the establishment of England, Cerdic's story is draped in a shroud of legend and myth, making it all the more intriguing. What we do know for certain is that he reigned over Wessex for about 16 years, beginning about 519 AD. This fact itself positions him as a substantial figure during a period of significant cultural and societal transition. As we peel back the pages of history, we find that Cerdic and his son Cynric arrived in what's now modern-day Hampshire around 495 AD. It's a generally accepted belief that he was of Saxon origin, making him a key player in the narrative of the Anglo-Saxon settlement of Britain. However, the picture is not as straightforward as it appears. Unlike other prominent figures from the past, Cerdic's exact origins are shrouded in uncertainty, and this continues to be a subject of much historical debate. Now, let's delve a bit deeper into the enigmatic figure that was Cerdic. The historical record regarding Cerdic's lineage offers conflicting views. The Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, an annual record of events in Anglo-Saxon England, presents Cerdic as a Saxon leader of considerable power. However, the name Cerdic is of Celtic origin, which has led to conjecture that he could have been a Briton who adopted Saxon customs, or perhaps a Briton with a Saxon mother. Adding further fuel to the debate are theories suggesting that Cerdic was a Bretwalda, a term used in the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle to refer to a ruler holding some form of overlordship over several kingdoms. This status implies that Cerdic held influence over a wider territory than just Wessex, which underlines the significance of his role in the formation of what would become England. Historically, there is a compelling contrast between the records of Cerdic's life and his portrayal in fiction and folklore. Cerdic appears as a character in Bernard Cornwell Saxon's Stories series, where he is depicted as an antagonist, unlike his historical portrayal as a key player in establishing Saxon control over southern England. As we navigate the sea of uncertainty around Cerdic, the tale of his death, much like his life, remains a mystery. It's widely accepted that he passed away in 534 AD, yet the circumstances of his death remain unclear. Nevertheless, his passing did not mark the end of his legacy. After Cerdic's death, his son Cynric became king, marking the beginning of a dynastic rule that would span several centuries. The House of Wessex, as it came to be known, would produce some of the most influential figures in English history, including Alfred the Great and Edward the Confessor. In fact, every British monarch since Henry II has been a direct or indirect descendant of Cedric of Wessex, solidifying his role in the formation of the English monarchy. Despite the scarcity of concrete evidence about Cerdic's life and reign, his influence over early medieval England is undisputed. His reign marked the beginning of the period known as the Heptarchy, a time when 7 kingdoms, East Anglia, Essex, Kent, Mercia, Northumbria, Sussex, and Wessex, emerged as significant political entities. When we think about the tapestry of history, we often picture it as a definitive, linear story. But the truth is, history is filled with questions, uncertainties, and debates. Cerdic's story is one such tale of intrigue, debate, and historical ambiguity. Whether he was a Saxon warlord, a Briton with Saxon affiliations, or a Bretwalda wielding significant power, his contribution to the shaping of England is undeniable. Exploring Cerdic's life and reign also reveals a broader narrative about the complex process of the formation of England. The gradual blending of cultures and societies, the shifting of power between different tribes and leaders, the advent of Christianity, and its interaction with pagan traditions, all these elements come into play in the story of Cerdic. And that, at its core, is the heart of the topic. The question of ancient kings, like Cerdic of Wessex, isn't merely a matter of tracing individual lives and reigns. It's about understanding the broader societal and cultural transformations that took place, and the influences that continue to reverberate through the ages. It's about delving into the mysteries, embracing the ambiguities, and acknowledging the role these figures played in shaping the world we know today. So, the next time you find yourself standing in the shadow of an English castle or walking the ancient roads of England, remember the story of Cerdic, the first Saxon king of England. For his tale is deeply woven into the fabric of England, shaping its culture, its institutions, and its people in ways that continue to impact its trajectory even today. Just as every monarchy, every kingdom, and every nation is shaped by the individuals who came before, so too is England shaped by the lives and actions of its ancient kings. And as we examine the story of Cerdic, we find ourselves not just looking back into the past, but also understanding more about the present and perhaps even the future.